Metro Manila was not spared of flooding brought about by Typhoon Maring. Was the MMDA ready to manage the flooding? Did the waters recede immediately? And is the government's program of relocating informal settlers working? Is the clearing up of waterways of these settlers helping? Joining us tonight is Ms. Corazon Jimenez, General Manager of the Metro Manila Development Authority. Good evening, ma'am. Welcome to NewsLife.
Yes, good evening, Isabel.
Ma'am, straight to the point, what is the overall picture in Metro Manila due to the impact of Typhoon Maring? How many cities were flooded and where was the worst flooding?
Yes, okay, as of 9 p.m., when we were trying to update our records or our monitoring, it's a lot better as of 9 o'clock. And most of the flooded areas have subsided. Flooding has subsided, and the ones affected really is Las Piñas and Parañaque areas.
How many people were moved, ma'am, from these areas to relief centers?
Well, based on our reports as of 2 o'clock, because right now we were not able to update, but as of 2 o'clock there were something like 807 families and 4,481 persons were evacuated.
Ma'am, could you say the impact of the rains is worse compared to the habagat last year?
I know. It's less. It's been actually for just an overnight. We had the worst last night, but we were trying to monitor today. It wasn't really as expected, no? Because at 4 p.m. they were saying that we would get the worst of the rainfall, but it didn't come. But at 7 p.m. This evening, we were gauging if there's much more, but fortunately, it's not. It's less.
Okay. Ma'am, what about the pumping stations? Did they work efficiently? Were they effective in pumping the water?
Oh, yes,
to the
they're all
river?
operational. The 54 large pumping stations that we are operating, big and small, and all of these are working. And in fact, we had our pumping station at the Bagong Balong Bato in San Juan River operated last night for the first time, and it helped a lot the people. And we're trying to actually monitor also the 8 major riverways that are part of the removal of the informal settlers. There were no reports of any incident at all.
Ma'am, still in terms of logistics, aside from the pumping stations, what other projects and programs were implemented which eased the problem of flooding?
Okay, most of the drainage lines we have already cleaned them before even the habagat, and the other one is a continuous cleanup that we are doing. The zero bleeds we had, and the other one is, of course, what's good about what we have done at the past one day is actually bringing our vacuum trucks siphon the water from the areas that are flooded.
Ma'am, briefly, the relocation of informal settlers has started. If this is completed in the future, will it solve permanently the problem of flooding?
Oh, you couldn't say that it will permanently solve because there are other factors aside from the conveyance of water in the major riverways. There are other factors. Of course, we have to also upgrade our drainage lines, and we know that these are all, some of them are very old already.
All right. Well, is there a better coordination between the MMDA and all the local governments in Metro Manila in dealing with impact of flooding and emergencies that may arise?
Oh, definitely. Our communication has been very regular since yesterday. Have been doing radio communication with us, and also, of course, we had this morning we had the MMDA meeting, the council meeting, and we were. It was participated in by the Joint Task Force, NCR, we have the NCRPO, we have the DILG, the DSWD, the DOH, and the Philippine Coast Guard. So we were able to manage to get all information, and of course knowing the assets of each one and what we can use in helping our people.
All right. All right, thank you very much, Ms. Corazon Jimenez, General Manager of the MMDA.
Thank you very much.